2019 FIS Accelerator. Exciting times, 4th year, and the rain guys have been very kind to us today. Yay! My understanding is the folks who came from Jacksonville brought this weather with them. We're very grateful. It's great to have you all here, and we want to start a little tradition that we started here. Most of you are standing, but I'd like you to do is stand up and give a really big round of applause and a standing ovation for these courageous entrepreneurs who are here with us in Little Rock, who are changing the world. We love you guys. We know what you do is hard. Today represents the 4th year of this program with our partner FIS. FIS is a $9 billion company, serves 23,000 banks around the globe, and gives these entrepreneurs extraordinary access. And we are delighted that they continue to have the confidence in us and to produce this program. I want to give you guys a little quick fun fact. So 50 years ago, a guy by the name of Jack Stevens wrote a guy by the name of Walter Smiley a check in this building where you all are standing today. That company was called Systematics, and today is FIS. Pretty cool, huh? The other thing we're really grateful, as well as the relationship obviously with FIS and their confidence in us, is the state and how they have stood behind us to build this program over 4 years. The economic impact that we've had on Little Rock, each one of these cohorts, as they come here with the visitors, the work that we do here, the folks that have moved here, the jobs that we're creating, is at least $1 million per accelerator, even beyond that. The other thing that makes this all possible is the relationship that we have with the Chamber of Commerce, Jay Cheshire and his team, obviously the Tech Park, and just so many other people that contribute. This is a collaborative process and a collaborative effort. And we have an extraordinary team here at the Venture Center that I just want to recognize real quickly. Jess, Ashley, Daniel, Brian, Mimi, you guys rock. And I missed Austin, but I think Austin's cooking dinner for all of us, so that's a good thing. You know, our mission here at the Venture Center is here beside me. It's about education, collaboration, and acceleration. I think this unique partnership really exemplifies very much of how we serve this community, how we serve our partners like FIS, and also how we're able to serve these entrepreneurs. You know, I think I've probably said enough. I'm so grateful to those of you who are here, our board members who are in the audience, our mentors who contribute to this, and really make this experience and come into Little Rock what it is today. So what I'd like to do is really quickly read something that we just got recently. Thank you, Mimi. So most of us know French Hill. French is on the finance committee for the government, and also is our representative from the state of Arkansas. He could not be with us today, but he did send this note. AJ, thanks for bringing this along, so I'd like to read it. Congratulations on hosting the 4th annual FIS Accelerator Kickoff event. It is an honor to have innovators and leaders such as the Venture Center and FIS in my district. Congratulations to the 10 startup companies that have been selected to be part of the Accelerator. I also want to thank the Venture Center and FIS Global for providing unique solutions to a much needed part of the financial service industry, and I'm excited to see the innovative ideas from the participating companies. A big welcome to the 10 companies that have chosen Little Rock as their home and the work income for the next 12 weeks. With a revitalized and growing downtown area, access to tech talent, low cost of living, and the support of the local community, Little Rock is a technology haven. And once again, congratulations to the teams at the Venture Center, FIS Global, and the Accelerator participants. Thank you, French. So we're going to step ahead a little bit in the program here. You know, producing these programs takes a level of dedication, an absolute focus on mission, and a commitment to doing this every day. You know, I talk to these guys about farming, right? You go out and milk the cow every day. And we work very hard here to make these programs successful. And the person that really delivers on that for me and for the Venture Center, for our partners, is our Managing Director, Brian Bauer. Brian, come on up on stage, please.
Thank you, Wayne. All right, so I'm really glad to be here, really glad to be announcing this 4th FIS FinTech Accelerator in partnership with the Venture Center. This is really a unique innovation program that embraces the entrepreneurial channel for innovation for FIS. And it's an example of how large companies can work with these early stage companies and startups to really achieve some win-win scenarios. The accelerator is able to leverage the depth and breadth of expertise at FIS and their global reach to really connect these companies to the world. This is the most connected fintech accelerator in the world. And the program has now hit a critical mass. Over the last 4 years, we've now worked with 40 companies, from international companies from the US, Europe, Africa, Asia, that we brought into this accelerator that are building the next generation of solutions for financial services. And so together with FIS and the Venture Center, we're truly accelerating innovation into the financial services industry, and that's really exciting. Producing the best fintech accelerator in the world is not easy, and we do have to produce it each and every year. We have to build it from scratch every time. And the reason is because the market changes each and every year. New pain points are discovered, new technologies emerge, and that creates new opportunities to launch companies into the market. And I think this accelerator is certainly a way that FIS does this. And so the market goals are constantly shifting on us. That's just the nature of of innovation with these new emerging opportunities, new solutions each and every year. And each and every year we set the bar just a little bit higher as well. So we always have to achieve that, right? Last year 7 LOIs came out of the program on the backside. So this year, I don't want to set any expectations, as that's going to be, we won't bat 700 every year. But I think that just it puts us on our A game and gets us, really jazzed up to get source the best companies from all over the country and all over the world into this program. But we don't do this alone. We don't do it in a vacuum. We leverage FIS, their depth and breadth of expertise. There's a lot of folks who contribute to this inside FIS, and this is extracurricular for them. These folks have their own jobs inside the company, their own full-time jobs. I think in many cases that it's more than full-time jobs that they have. And so they dedicate their time outside of their normal duties to this program and to collaborate on this effort. Many of them are in the room tonight, traveled here from all over the country to be here, Jacksonville, Orlando, etc. And I want to recognize some of them because I think what they're doing deserves recognition. So Tara Bunnell, please just raise your hand as I kind of call you out. Tara Bunnell, you're right in front of me. Brett Berta. The FIS champions, these are folks that will be primary liaisons between the founders and FIS over the next 12 weeks and hopefully beyond. Their primary point of contact, they'll be continuing to work with these companies and be that one-on-one point of contact inside the company. Many of them are here with us. If you'll just raise your hand, John Braun, Dave Abishar, and Hitesh Bajaj, both have been great supporters of this since year one. Brandon Krebs, Scott Yoshimura, Bob Turner, Tamara Brown, and Chris Carrera. Can I get a round of applause for those folks? John Haley, who is instrumental in helping us select these companies. He really comes in, does heavy lifting on due diligence. A long-time FIS or Altel Information Systems executive, knows the space very well. We appreciate his sage wisdom and how he guides us here. Spencer Jones, the SVP of Product Management for the Enterprise Product Office. So we're really happy to have you here. Thank you for engaging the program. We're engaging FIS on just the right folks inside the company on every single level to make this program a success. And the reason we do this, the reason we work closely with FIS on this is because we want to align this program to the FIS innovation strategy. We want to source and vet outstanding companies, and we do that well together, and really select the best of the best to come here to Little Rock for 12 weeks. I also want to recognize Daniel Schutte in the back. Daniel, raise your hand, please. Daniel's the program manager. Just his contribution on so many different levels in this program. He's just been outstanding. Him and Collins did the heavy lifting on selection this year. I think they did a pretty outstanding job myself. So thank you, Collins. Thank you, Daniel, for what you do. I can't forget also to thank Wayne Miller. So Wayne, for your guidance, for your guidance and your leadership and mentorship along the way. Today actually marks 2 years at the Venture Center for Wayne. Thank you for what you've done. A lot of what we've accomplished here has really been a direct contribution of his. So thank you for that leadership. So over the next 12 weeks, these companies will engage with close to 50 banks. We actually think we might be able to get over 50 banks. They're going to come here on site, they'll roll up their sleeves, really get hands-on with this innovation effort, and help really advance these companies, help them shape their solutions, dial them in. These engagements are highly valuable. They'll engage with subject matter experts from all over the country, many of them FIS, some of them local, because as Wayne mentioned, 50 years of fintech right here in Central Arkansas. We have the talent here to deliver on this, and we leverage that talent each and every day for this accelerator. So that's extremely exciting. Got to get my notes. The level of access that these entrepreneurs have, access is the name of the game, I think, when it comes to this program and what makes it really unique. It's really unprecedented, the access they have into the largest fintech company in the world. And so, with that, the opportunity is also pretty incredible. So, next, with a little help from our friends over at Stone Ward, we put together a little video. I think they did a great job. I'd like you to take a moment, watch this video, please indulge me. Go ahead and roll the video, Dan. Each year, we get better at this program. So we're heading into our 4th year, and with that, our engagements with not only the companies, building the brand of the Venture Center, the engagements with financial institutions that come in to contribute to this process gets better each and every year.
It's important for FIS to continue to learn. We are a global company, but there are so many new ideas. We cannot possibly be innovative without the help of these fintechs. This program helps FIS customers to get a very quick view into what the emerging technologies are and what some new ideas that are coming into the fintech space.
Important for us to innovate because we need to remain relevant to our customers and to provide value for their current needs.
FIS is such a broad company with so many products. It has helped tremendously to get people who understand the customers and understand the customers' needs and understand what FIS has and what will be complementary to them, and then what would be something that's additive that they may not have ever planned on doing at all.
Ultimately, these could become products within FIS or certainly within any of FIS's customers. I really consider the Accelerator program as another way that FIS is investing in future technologies and future capabilities.
We've seen this program really evolve from really its early stages to producing genuine solutions for the FIS community. I also think we've been able to give FIS something great to point to in terms of how are they innovating with early stage fintechs and giving that experiential opportunity to their clients as well.
Every year you see really cool solutions kind of walk through the Venture Center doors. This year it'll blow you away. We have something for everyone, and I think that everybody that comes to visit, especially our clients that come to visit, are really going to take to the solutions that are there this year.
Each year that we've done the program, the alumni of the companies coming out of the program, we're seeing more relationships, formal relationships with FIS as a result. So it suggests to me that we're selecting better, we're mentoring better, we're getting better quality companies.
The program as a whole has been very successful. We've had about 30 companies that have run through the program, of which 5 actually have either commercial or reseller agreements with FIS. We've got another 5 where we've done follow-on investments in follow-up funding rounds for these organizations.
So the Accelerator really gives us a great view and our customers to early stage technology that is going to be relevant, perhaps not exactly today, but 5, 10, 15 years down the road. And that's what our customers expect from FIS.
All right. Thank you, Millie. You hear Millie? There she is in the back. Your team did a great job on that. Thank you so much. So next, I would like to introduce somebody who may not need an introduction in this gathering here. He's a longtime FIS employee. just a fantastic person to have here engaging on the program. His sage wisdom, his leadership guides us each and every day. We couldn't do this program without him. He's also a pretty good skier. Collins Andrews, come on.
These guys, they're always giving me a hard time about knowing people, and if you're old enough and it's a small enough state, you end up knowing a lot of people. And that's basically what's going on. So, I actually came out of retirement to get the opportunity to work for FIS on this accelerator. And one of the most enjoyable things about it, and of course, you get around some energizing people with these founders. They're so much fun to be around. But what has really made a difference for me is the chance to go work again for the company that I knew as Systematics and Alltel Information Services, which is now become FIS. But I was out of it for 20 years. And so to come back and see it now, it is a world-class organization, truly a world leader. But there are quite a few people that I knew when I was there that were the young, up-and-coming leaders, and now they are the senior executives. They are the real leaders of this huge company. So in 1990, we hired this young woman who was, we hired her in Albany, New York as an account manager. She came from a bank and worked in an installation we had that was frankly difficult to work in. It was a multi-bank servicing center, and she did an outstanding job with it, and it was a hard job. And that young woman was Lynn Roche, who you just saw on that video. She's now the executive, I gotta read this one. She's the executive vice president of the Integrated Financial Solutions Leverage Services Organization. So that's clear, right? She has responsibility for, this will be clear, for banking modernization, payment modernization, mass enablement, which we actually hear FIS talking a lot about nowadays, professional services, the implementation of products, learning services, and their capital team and their product teams, which is a pretty big part of the company. Or in other words, she leads the group that leads the company in the evolution and implementation of its offerings. She knows banking, she knows the demands of today's market. It makes her the logical choice to provide the leadership for this FIS FinTech Accelerator, which is a key part of the search for innovative products and services in the financial industry, a key part of what FIS does. So please welcome back to Little Rock again, Lynn Roche.
Thank you. Well, good evening. Because it is almost evening now. So I do, just to share a little bit, I really do believe this is all about the partnership. The partnership that we have with the state of Arkansas, the partnership with the Venture Center, and certainly the partnership with clients of FIS and our employees that help drive this program. And I also want to thank the governor and the entire team for their commitment to this program over the years as it's continued to evolve to what it is today. And what it is today, thinking back over the 4 years since the Accelerator program started, we've created $28 million in revenue out of the companies that have come out of this Accelerator program. So that is something to talk about. We've also created 450 jobs. So it's creating new jobs and new opportunities. So that's exciting. And another testament to that is, as we got ready for the Accelerator program this year, there was over 225 applicants that applied to be a part of this program. So it's come a long way in 4 years. And those 225 applicants are not just from the state of Arkansas, they're around the entire U.S. and represented in 31 different countries. So this program has evolved and grown. So I too would like to thank the 10 new startups that we're welcoming to the Accelerator program this year. We're excited to hear about the creativity and the technology that you'll be able to bring in the solution. So no pressure here, not at all. And as I think about that, the fintech innovation just continues to accelerate more and more. We can't drive it enough faster. It's all about the customer experience, and so we're positioned and really required to think about how we can drive innovation, and this program is just a form of that that we can do. So as a provider of financial solutions, we continue to invest in innovation, and the Accelerator program is just one example of that. So I thank you for being here today, and we look forward to what we're going to achieve over the next 12 weeks in driving new products and solutions. So thank you.
Thanks, Lynn. Great story, Collins. Long history. It's good stuff. I have the honor to welcome Frank Scott, who's the mayor of Little Rock. Come up on stage with me. I just want to say one thing. Thank you for being here. And for those of you who don't know, this is a former banker. Are you always a banker once you're a banker?
Once a banker, always a banker. And one thing he learned about being a banker was ABC, always be closing. So I hope that all the FinTech accelerators that are here today to understand that one of the chief things once you are getting everything from a speed to market and speed to scale is that you always have to close the business. I see Lance Hines here as the city director. He's also in business development from a trucking standpoint. Let's give him a round of applause. He's one of the top salesmen in this area, so we want to make certain that he continues to be employed. So, but for everyone that's here today, I'm sure Collins has already discussed, and I don't know if Mike's already spoke. Have you spoke yet? Not yet. I won't steal your thunder. Mike is the Chief Business Development Officer for the state of Arkansas. He has been closing every deal nonstop since he's gotten in office. I want to give him a round of applause as well. It's definitely a big deal to have, but as it relates to FIS, I know Collins has probably already shared the history of FIS and systematics and that whole origination right here in the city. So to have FIS to continue to invest in the city of Little Rock, we are grateful for FIS, and for those accelerators, we are happy to have you in our city. The city of Little Rock is on the cusp of greatness right now. We are truly the catalyst of the New South, and to have these type of accelerators all across the nation, as well as Canada, to come to Little Rock, we just want to say welcome home, because it's our job that as you're growing your business models, that we want you to decide to locate your businesses right here. If you choose not to locate your business, we want to make certain you at least have some type of a regional presence moving forward. In the meantime, have some fun in the city of Little Rock. We have a growing food scene, I have a great entertainment, and we want you to spend as much money as possible, okay? We're coming up on budget cuts right now, so we need all sales tax revenue. But long story short, it's our goal to make certain that we become more tech-centric and innovative in this city. My millennial generation, we are choosing where to live before we choose what we're going to do as it relates to our career as entrepreneurism. So it's our job to make certain that we have that type of ecosystem that everyone can move from surviving to thriving. So again, I just want to say thank you. If you need anything from your mayor, please let me know. My cell phone is 501-912-3955. I want to make certain that you decide to stay here and grow here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Scott. Thank you, Mayor Scott, and also thank you, Lynn, for being here as well. So now let's get on with the introduction of these companies. 225 applied, all vying for one of 10 spots in this accelerator. So the competition was tough, but I'm confident that we've picked the best accelerator cohort yet here in the 4th year. And rather than me tell you about them, I'm going to give them an opportunity to tell you about them. So we're going to start off with Highside, and let's welcome them with a round of applause.
Hi everybody, I'm the CEO of a company called Highside. Highside is a cybersecurity company. We currently protect communications for, or part of the communications for the US military, the Canadian military, a 3-letter U.S. intelligence agency, a couple of different UK intelligence agencies actually. And my goal for this program, Always Be Closing, is to leverage what we've done in the government and with the military into your world. What we'd like to do is help keep you guys off of lists like Equifax, JP Morgan Chase, the $1 billion hack against 100 banks a couple years ago, etc. That's what we're really good at, and we'd love to talk to you about it.
Hey, good evening. I'm Josh Dennis. I'm one of the founders of Gremlin Social. And it's a pleasure to be here today. We're actually fortunate that we already have a relationship with FIS. So this relationship means a lot to us. It's been very valuable to me personally, as well as to our company as we've grown. So participating in this is an honor and a privilege for us to be here. We're also an ABA endorsed product as well. So, but we provide a social media management and compliance tool which allows for bankers, lenders, financial advisors to compliantly engage customers in a way that helps to build communities and ultimately generate more business. So we'd love to talk to you more and hope to see you and meet everybody later in the evening. Thank you.
Hello everyone, super grateful to be here. My name is Nick Skye and I am the co-founder and CEO of Change. Change is a Mark Cuban and Shark Tank backed company that is helping solve the student loan debt crisis for over 45 million Americans in this country. With our mobile app, we help borrowers save to make additional payments and save on their student loans by rounding up spare change, scheduling regular transfers for additional payments, and helping them refinance their student loans on better terms with your institutions. We are now working with financial institutions to help engage that elusive millennial customer with one of their biggest financial pain points. Love to chat with you guys further. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Heather Holmes and I'm the CEO and founder of Genevity. Genevity stands for Generations and Longevity, and what we're here to do is help make sure that no one, not you, not any of your loved ones, will run out of money in retirement due to the biggest risk to your financial plan, which are longevity, health, and elder care costs. So we work with banks, we work with advisors. If your advisor hasn't talked to you about these risks, please tell them to come talk to us down here, and we'd be glad to help you be able to do that better planning. So thank you.
How's it going, everyone? It is a pleasure to be here. My name is David Potter, and I am the CEO and co-founder of Kuru. I studied finance on a Fulbright scholarship from Bill Gates, but as I applied for off-campus housing, I ended up getting rejected for every single apartment opportunity, only because I didn't have an established credit score. From there, I learned more about credit and earned certifications in credit counseling, and then started working on what developed as Kuru. Kuru stands for Credit Guru. It's an app that automates credit score building, helping clients get approved for lending decisions such as mortgages, loans, and credit cards. Banks have traditionally been barred from targeting students due to the CARD Act. We help banks tap into the student market and improve their lending rates by boosting their credit scores. If you guys are interested, please speak with me. I'm in the Steve Jobs turtleneck, so it'll be a little hard to miss me.
Hi, my name is Paul Proctor, and I'm with Send Me. Maybe a little bit of favoritism here, I'll take it. So we are attacking, or maybe we'll say approaching, a market that's $600 billion in size annually. And we want to give banks the opportunity to participate in this market. Banks have kind of deserted this market because of risk. We de-risked the situation. So I'm talking about remittances, and remittances is the process of foreign nationals moving funds cross-border. We bake that into the payroll process and allow foreign nationals to pull in income off their paycheck, and then with a digital wallet solution, move those funds cross-border. We love this beautiful city, Little Rock. Thanks, Mayor Scott. Yeah, bump it. And we're going to be happy to talk with you all as well.
Good afternoon. I'm Tom Beattie, the CEO of Volio. I'm visiting you from Vancouver. Very glad to be here in Little Rock. Volio's developed a collaborative investment platform that makes investing fun and social for financial institutions. It's also a pretty cool tool for customer acquisition. On Volio, for each new funded club that gets created, 14 invitations go out and 10 new customers join. So I'd love to tell you more about that. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Chad Huber. My company is called Nimble. And right now, millennials have a negative savings rate, which means that they lose money every single year. And we're working to change that. We built a savings app that helps make saving more engaging by giving people rewards from brand partners and cash back towards their savings goals when they actually buy gift cards through our platform. But to make sure people are actually engaging with their savings account, we also have a wallet that they can actually upload their own gift cards and continue to engage with their savings app in a new way. So I'm Chad, we're Nimble, and look forward to talking to you more.
Good afternoon. My name is Jeff Lowe Castro, founder and CEO of Near Analytics. We're headquartered in Silicon Valley. Among other things, I was a member of the original executive team of the inventors of the online social network, Classmates.com. I've been extracting insights from social media long before it became a thing. But we've developed a regulatory compliant social media decisioning analytics to help banks, lenders, insurance companies, and other risk-focused businesses better decision and understand specific individual risk outcomes for thin file, no file, and credit challenged consumers. For the consumer, it's literally just one click. For our customer, it's less than a 20-minute implementation that can yield prediction accuracies of over 80%. We've never had a default reduction less than 26%. We've never had a volume increase less than 28. Not once. We're in 11 countries. It works. I look forward to working with you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, I'm Ted Brown, I'm the co-founder of Digital Onboarding, and if you can believe it, we help banks and credit unions do onboarding digitally. What does that mean? Very simple, we get more people to use the products that they open. And you might think, why would someone open up a product and never use it? Well, if you take a checking account, a product everyone in this room has, the numbers show that at least half of you have opened up a checking account and never used it. I've done it, doesn't make any sense. But it's a big problem for banks, and it's a problem that we're helping them solve. So thank you very much.
Good job, guys. Good job. So one more person I want to thank. You know, we've thanked a lot of people in the room, but one I haven't thanked yet is James Hendren, the chairman of our board at the Venture Center, who's instrumental in leading this organization on a strategic level. Thank you, James, for everything that you do here at the Venture Center. The last person I think we're going to have up here to speak it represents another great partner in this program, the state of Arkansas, right, and the AEDC, the Arkansas Economic Development Commission. They do fantastic things for the state of Arkansas, for the economy in the state of Arkansas. Thank you for everything that you do for entrepreneurs here, and thank you for everything that you do for the great people of this state. Mike Preston, the executive director of the AEDC.
All right. Well, I appreciate the invite, and I'll try to be quick because I think I'm the last thing standing between you guys and barbecue, so I never want to hold that up. So congratulations to the Venture Center and for FIS. This is the fourth one. It's hard to believe that it's been the fourth one. And what's exciting to see is that this program is now blossoming across the state, and we're seeing accelerator programs in all corners of the state. So kudos to the team at AEDC, led by Tom Chilton and his team, who work with our partners all around the state. And I got to go back to when this was first brought to me. It was Jay Cheshire in the chamber, and Jay said, "Man, I got an idea." And we sat down and talked for about 30 minutes, and I was like, "All right, Jay, we need another 30 minutes because you got to re-explain this to me. You want us to do what?" But Jay, appreciate your leadership and what the chamber has brought to this, and to open our eyes to see how this could be a partnership. And then I got to give a lot of kudos to our governor, who I'm here speaking on behalf of tonight. I see Allison Williams, his chief of staff, is here and has joined us too, so we have representation. Thank you. for what you do, but the governor said, Mike, this is going to be successful. You know, you see what we're doing with FIS. How do we replicate this? Why don't we take this to the legislature next year and create a program so we have a dedicated source of funding that we can do accelerator programs across the state? And that's exactly what we did, and the legislature stepped up and came up with the funding to the tune of $2 million that we're able to actually fund these accelerator programs. So that's extremely exciting, and it all started because of this and because of FIS and partnering with the Chamber and the leadership that they brought to the table. So we're very excited about it. And you can see the enthusiasm from our mayor. Mayor, you're doing a great job. Appreciate all that you've done in your short time in office, and the partnership is extremely important there. But I'll say, you said, you know, we're a city on the cusp, and I absolutely believe that. And don't want to quote Lady Gaga, but I will. We're on the edge of glory. Mayor, you're going to help us take us to glory. And yeah, I say that to, you know, think what a great opportunity. And Mayor, I didn't realize this until I read your high profile this weekend, but we're exactly the same age. So it's pretty neat to see that, you know, the mayor of our largest city in the state is only 35 years old, the head of our economic development. We got millennials stepping up and running. We are a city on the cusp, right on the edge of glory. So that's pretty neat to see. And we hope all those folks who are out of town that you can see this and see the enthusiasm that we have for Little Rock and all the state of Arkansas and what's happening. So, I know a lot of people in the room have heard this pitch before, but to everyone who's outside the state, and the reason that I'm here on behalf of the governor, and he's not here with you because he's usually here, is he's on his, what we call his coding tour. And this is something that's really neat that the governor actually campaigned on in his first term, that he wanted to mandate that computer coding be offered at every high school in the state of Arkansas. Well, he got elected, and the legislature passed that, and they fully funded it. It's been implemented. And the governor's so fired up and excited about it. Every year, he takes a couple weeks out of his schedule and goes to high schools all over the state of Arkansas and encourages kids to take computer coding. And he encourages teachers to get in the field to teach coding. So as that sales pitch to you guys from out of state and out of the country is, we're developing a pipeline of talent right here in Arkansas who are going to have the skills in computer science and computer coding to fill these jobs. So when you go through this accelerator program and you know, you take your company public or you sell to FIS or whoever you might do and you're making a lot of money, we want your company to locate here. Or maybe we want your subsidiary to locate here, and we want you to know that we have that talent pipeline. So gentlemen from Silicon Valley, I'd like to compare the square footage of what you're paying over there to what we can get inside. Guarantee it's going to be a lot better. But I say this to all the cohorts, what an exciting group they went through, and love learning a little bit more, and you'll work with our team in the future and going to learn more about it. But we want you guys to be successful in this, and you've got a wealth of talent. You're going to introduce a lot of people, and when you get to the point, you're going to sit down with Tom and Ross and Ben and the folks from my team, and they're going to talk about AEDC and talk about what we can do to help you guys when you get to that point and you want to locate and you want to create jobs here. So just like you've heard the term partnership, we're a partner in this and hopefully going forward for the future. The past cohorts have been extremely successful. They've set the bar high, but seeing what I saw tonight, I think you guys can meet that bar and exceed it. But $28 million in revenue generated, 450 jobs created, and raised over $39 million. So the bar is extremely high. And we've got some of those great companies in Lumino Exchange and Bond AI and Gas Pause as well, who have all located here and doing fantastic. So to us, this is a big step. It's a big deal because it helps us change the perception of Arkansas. I'm sure a lot of you guys, it's your first time in the state. You probably had maybe a preconceived notion, and you get here tonight and realize we're all wearing shoes and you have Wi-Fi. So, get the stereotype out of your head and tell all of your friends back in Boston and Maryland and Silicon Valley that we're sitting on the cusp. We're on the way up, and we want you guys to have your business right here. So again, congratulations on being selected. Best of luck for what's going to come in the next couple of weeks. Wayne, to you and your team, you guys are doing an outstanding job. We appreciate the partnership that you have with AEDC, that you have with the city, with the chamber, the mayor, everyone represented in this room. Best of luck, and I don't want to hold up barbecue, so. Don't go far, Mike. I got a job. So if you're new here, if this is the first time you've been to one of these things, we're about to surprise you. But if you've been here before, you know we like to start and end these things with a bang. And so, Mike,
I'd like you to take the ceremonial device here, mallet, I think that's the right word, and officially ring this accelerator into session. As hard as you'd like. I'm going to stand over here though. So now it's official. It's official. Please enjoy some food, enjoy some drink, network with these fantastic entrepreneurs while we're here. And that's it. I'll let you go. Guys, you guys come up here and we'll get some photos done. All right?